Thomas? Thomas?
Have we started again?
No,
yeah.
not quite, but what the fuck, man? Or miss?
It's man!
Oh, okay, so,
Sorry, we're having a Halloween party.
Sure, Mr. Thomas.
What is this? Is
What?
this
I was having a fucking Halloween party over here. What is this?
It seemed like you were having some sort of party, but I don't know about Halloween party.
Yeah. You can use us to excuse yourself, but no.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
No, I want to say fuck you, but I don't want to.
No.
I feel like we need some explaining, but I'm
No
not
king
sure I
shame.
want to hear.
Are we recording today?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Totally. You're here, right?
Yeah, we're all ready, actually.
Party's over, guys! Girls! Everyone else.
The
And
one guy.
girls.
Fuck off. Alright, let me just get ready for the damn podcast.
Right.
Right. Skål, gutta.
Skål.
Hello and welcome back for another edition of Tipsy Wednesday, presented from the Penthouse Bar. With us as usual, our host and editor, Björn!
Greetings.
And our host, in-house villain and self-proclaimed cultured man, Junior!
Hello there.
And last but not least, our host, social media manager, and video editor, Thomas.
Hello!
I was supposed to do that the other way around, but oh well.
What other way around?
The titles.
Oh,
We're starting, as Junior mentioned earlier, we're starting to proclaim a lot of titles onto ourselves.
yeah.
Just like in Game of Thrones. Social media manager, video editor, host. It's like a whole list of titles before announcing our names.
Yeah, but it makes me feel important, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. Well,
It is important.
it makes us feel better. So let us have it.
Well, do I feel better to be called the villain of this story
No,
arc?
you're the you're the cultured man himself. You're the cultured man. Self-proclaimed cultured man. That's what you are.
Also a villain.
Okay, yeah.
Well, a funny story that we are talking about culture.
Oh.
Just a little bit of info. I was out in public and checking my Instagram, and someone said to me, "Are you watching porn?" And I was, no, just my Instagram.
Well, your definition of Instagram and others' definition of porn, you know.
Well, it is my Instagram.
Well,
okay. Well,
last time you said I haven't posted the poll if we are going to dress up as our waifus at some point. I since posted it some days ago, so it's there, ready to be voted on. And thus far,
Yikes.
everyone has said yes, do it now.
well, what's the alternative? No, and be boring.
No, hell no. That's the alternative. I also posted the clip where Junior said I hadn't posted the poll. On Facebook, as well as on Instagram. I posted 3 clips from last week's episode. No, 4 clips by this time. But yeah, that's the gist of it, I think. Yeah.
Short but sweet.
Short and sweet. And then I think it's about time for some beer.
Oh, yes. What a lovely
No.
sound. No. You're taking it easy, Junior. What's
Yeah, of course. Life is easy. Just keep it easy.
Beer is easy. No, Junior, you're there, right?
Yeah.
Björn and there, yes. Still
Yeah.
opposite of what I'm saying. It's confusing. Well, today's topics. I'm sure we have some somewhere.
Yeah, in the topic list. Tipsy topics.
Yeah.
Do you want to go or?
No, fuck. Think I'm
What
messing
will
up.
it be?
I think I'm messing up stuff. You go, Björn.
Okay. Well, so perhaps you recall or not, but the three of us started watching when it was last summer, I think. We started watching Black Mirror together.
Yeah.
We watched the first episode of Black Mirror on Netflix.
Yeah.
That wasn't the first episode we started on, for some fucking reason. We started in season 1. There's 3 episodes in season 1. And we started on episode 3. And which
Doesn't matter.
Story-wise, they're not related. Each episode is its own separate story of a dystopian future where technology has advanced to a certain level. And we started on episode 3, which in my opinion, which I've like hopped into Black Mirror once again now, trying to get back into it. I rewatched it from episode 1 again, 1, 2, and 3. And yeah, episode 1 is just a better episode as a general introduction to what Black Mirror is all about. And it was just this unnerving feeling through. I don't want to spoil the plot, but I was like, just, it's hard to sell a show without spoiling, because if I just say, hey, go watch it, you're not sold on it. So, but yeah, just, let me put it this way. At the end of episode 1, when jumping into Black Mirror again, at the end of the first episode, I was actually rooting for the villain in that episode. I was like, okay, I can see that. I can see that. I can see the villain's side of things. Because there's a villain, a very obvious villain in the very first episode. Which he's portrayed as a villain. So, I don't want to spoil it, but if you have Black Mirror on your radar, still, move it up a bit. It's so good. Damn. And every episode is good. Thus far, I've seen 1, 2, and 3 now.
Yeah, but 3 I have seen before.
yeah, but I rewatched it again, and still good. Dystopian technological future.
Yeah, I heard it gets a little still at the end of the seasons because
Stale, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah, well, I would like to think there's a varying degree of like quality, like story-wise, because they're all separate stories. Each and every episode is a separate story, which might be for you hit or miss, you know.
Yeah.
Thus far, the first 3 episodes has been canon for me. So, we'll see how it goes when I get on watching
What?
the...
It has been canon?
Excuse my choice of words. It has been good. I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I
Just-
didn't mean... yeah. I know what you mean, think by if I say that's a canon episode and some other episodes aren't canon.
Yeah.
It's like,
Do you have fillers?
sorry, no, never mind that. They're good episodes, okay? So, you have my recommendation to move it up the priority list if you have some mental priority list or something. Just one more recommendation from me at least.
Mental? What?
Yeah, if you made a mental note of it.
Yeah.
Your metal watch list.
Yes.
It sounds very disturbing.
It does?
Yeah, that you're on a mental watch list.
I am on the mental watch list.
Yeah.
Björn, I
no.
just want to remind you forgot fucking Greg again. Just saying.
Who again?
Greg? No, yeah, Greg. Craig.
Craig.
Greg.
No wonder we're forgetting him. We can't even remember his name.
No, it's slightly tipsy.
I'm sure he would be slacking anyways. He's fucking useless.
Yeah, Mr. Slightly Tipsy over here.
He's always slightly tipsy. I've no faith in him. So, and we've managed good ourselves thus far.
But before we do go on, and this is primarily to our YouTube watchers. Yes, I have purple nails right now.
See?
Because of the intro skit we do for the YouTube versions.
Mm-hmm.
So if there are any listeners who haven't checked out Tipsy Wednesday on YouTube, go there and see what the fuck is going on.
I think there'll be a 2-minute short.
Yeah, when I've edited and cut it together, it might be even a little shorter. Because we started
short
recording.
little funny little bit. Yep.
Yeah. We do that every week for Tipsy on YouTube.
We try to at least.
Yeah, we've done it.
Yeah,
thus far.
Yeah, but you're setting expectation really high now.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah! I cannot overdo the one I did today. Everything else from now on will be very tame and boring. But nevertheless,
well, thinking of what you just did today, I'm going at a Halloween party, so I am going to dress up, of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
of course.
I've done
You
the dress up things before, like today. I've done that twice before. Maybe I should post a collage on Instagram with the 2 old ones I did, plus the thing I did today.
Or maybe not.
No, that's not a maybe not. It's fucking happening.
That's completely up to Thomas.
So,
right?
media
Yeah,
manager, I fixed that.
Well, he just did, so.
We have no power over him, Junior.
No. He got too much power in Tipsy.
With great power comes...
Thomas and fucks things up.
Yeah, okay.
But while we're on the subject of TV shows, I started testing out Sons of Anarchy, which isn't a new show by any stretch of the means. It went from 2006 or 8 to 2014.
Oh, it's that old.
Yeah, actually.
And it ran for that long? That's like
It's
8 seasons?
7 seasons.
7 seasons?
Yeah, I had seen all the good mafia shows out there, like Sopranos. My mother's been nagging me. I haven't mentioned what the fuck was the name of the show again? Damn it! I'm sorry, Mom.
Racer?
No, Bad something, wasn't it?
Bad, man? No,
Damn it! I have to go in now to find out. Where the fuck is my watch list? My list.
Yeah, I think
my
she
list.
recommended it to you. I know I overheard it, but
Yeah,
that name, it
Bad
escapes me
Blood.
at
Bad Blood.
Yep.
I saw Bad Blood and it was really good.
the vampire shit?
Bad Blood. It's a mafia show from Canada. It's based on something.
No, it's not. No, it's not that good.
It's quite good, and it's slightly based on true events, which went down in the 90s.
Yeah.
Have you seen the show?
I've
You were there?
seen season 2 and then season.
What if
No.
you've seen
No,
season
wait.
2?
No, I've seen season 1, and then I started on season 2, and then it got so ridiculous at season 2 that I stopped.
Yeah, well, season 1 is
you lost
mainly the
interest.
one that is based on true events.
Yeah, I would agree that season 1 is quite good, but not season 2.
It was quite good, I thought. Anyways, I had watched that show, I had watched Sopranos, I had watched all the movies. I wanted something similar to watch. So it was between Peaky Blinders and Sons of Anarchy. So I started Peaky Blinders because I wanted to see that for a long time. And the show started, and I just wasn't in the mood for that kind just yet. So I jumped ship and tested out Sons of Anarchy instead.
Okay,
So,
and that hit home.
Yeah, more so. But Sons of Anarchy is about a biker gang. Basically runs a small town with gun trades and stuff. So it's worth to check out, I think. I've heard the first 3 or 4 seasons are supposed to be really good, and then
It
later
tapers
season,
off.
yeah. But isn't that normal when a show goes on for too long?
Yeah, that's a very unfortunate common thing, I think.
But I enjoy it thus far. It's a lot of action, it's good comedy, and yeah. Like unintended comedy. It isn't a comedy show, but just some of the lines some of the characters have just gold.
You need a bit of humor in every
Yeah.
serious show. You need a bit of humor in all the dark, serious stuff.
But all in all, thus far in the season, it's the biker gang running the town. They have a rival biker gang, and then you have another gang of black people which they sell weapons to, and then the FBI gets involved and stuff. And they try to hide evidence.
What's up with this biker gang stereotype? Where if you have a bike and you're in a gang, you're most likely a criminal. What's up with that?
Won't people do the same association if you're American-Italian or Italian-American? You know, just hanging with
I
your
don't know.
own.
People just assume you're in the mafia. I don't know. Oh well, I'm not nagging on the show. I haven't seen it. I've just heard it's good. So I'm just thinking on the other side of the coin, the stereotype of just biker gangs. Oh, they have to be criminals. They're bad guys because they're a gang and they have bikes.
Yeah, but I don't know. It might have a lot to do with the Hells Angels, among others. But, well, anyway, moving on.
Yep.
Main story time. The Doctors, part 6.
Is it part 6?
Yes, we're up to part 6 now.
Damn.
And then we get a couple of weeks break before I'm visiting the doctor again. So I got my test results back. For the blood tests, at least. So I don't have diabetes. My liver is in tip-top good shape, so cheers for that.
Yeah, cheers. Just make it not so good eventually.
Yeah.
You have a buffer.
Then what the fuck is Nyra?
Kidney.
Kidneys, yes, the kidneys are also fine. And something else was fine as well.
Something else.
So yeah, I don't know what the name of that is either. Stoffskifte.
Okay. I don't even know what the fuck that is, so...
I don't know what it is in Norwegian, I just know the word. It's good.
I just heard it was good, so...
Yeah. So that's
okay.
Perfect. I liked a little on vitamin D, that was all they found out. So.
The sun stuff.
Yeah, but it's not too much sun here. I should
Yeah,
actually add a sun over in the on the screen.
we live in Norway. We're all pale as fuck because we see no sun. Look, there's no sun. It's dark.
Yeah, because we record in the evening.
Yeah.
yeah, that's not any excuse to
But
be sunny.
even when it's sunny, we just sit here in front of our computers, gaming and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't get enough vitamin D. But still, I am going in, 17 days to scan my head to see if I have a brain tumor. So that's still to come, sometime in the future. And in
Brain tumor.
Yeah, and in about 3 weeks, I'm going back to my doctor's for some other stuff, and then I'll ask about the breathing part, because I haven't gotten an answer on that yet. I'm still using the nose spray, though.
Because of the breathing, the asthma thing?
Yeah, because my nose is kind of small inside for the air to go through, so the nose spray is supposed to help alleviate
Open
on that.
it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems to be working a little bit. So
Okay.
I'm supposed to use that for 3 months anyway, so I don't expect changes to happen within a week or two. But I noticed it has gotten a little bit better. So that's good.
Good thus far.
Good thus far. So that was the main story for this week.
Uninteresting, but that's
well,
good.
really.
That's good, really.
We've talked about the doctors for so long, so I need to tell you about the test results when I finally do get them, right? So
yeah.
can't just let people hanging. Because on this show we actually pick up the red line and run with it throughout. And you were finished with Black Mirror Part 2 as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be a really geeky episode, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Because Björn, you also have Squid Game, the very popular show nowadays.
Yes.
And before
yes.
you go on about the show, I actually read in the newspapers the other day, there's a lot of kids watching this show. Like down to the age of 8 and 9, actually watching it with their families. And then now some people at some of the schools and people from the healthcare section have gone out and said, don't let your kids watch this the show. It's like 16 plus. There's violence, there's sex and stuff in this show. Don't let your kids watch it.
Yeah, it's a very grown-up show.
Yeah,
it's about games and fun.
Yeah, that's the thing, because the schools are noticing the kids are playing these games at school now. In real life. Without the killing.
Without the killing.
But yeah, do go on, talk about the show.
Yeah, and that's the thing again. I don't want to spoil too much, but if you at least know the premise of the show, where you basically like hop in with your life as on the line to play these children's games for God knows who, and if you win all the children's games and survive till the end, you'll get filthy rich, so they say. So it's basically these participants' adventure through these survival games, basically. And yeah, it's I'm surprised to hear that families actually sit down and watch this with their kids, because even if you're a parent who doesn't really care for like age restrictions on movies and series, there are certain types of series and movies that you need to be of a certain age to just be mature enough to understand the severity of this.
Isn't that why we have age restriction on shows?
Yeah, but some of them are like a bit arbitrary. Like they put a like really strict age restriction because of one scene in the movie where someone were implicitly hurt, or some violence was like very briefly shown and very mildly, and there was like I can't come up with any specific examples, but you understand the point, like, yep. Because in Squid Game it's like very open. It's not like as in these torture porn movies where in like Saw and hostel where there's like blood and gore like everywhere. It's not that kind of dark and violent. It's a bit of that, and it's the implications of the whole situation and how people, like, I recently saw episode 4, I think, and it just shows, I'm not gonna spoil, but it just shows what people can do when they're forced or like encouraged to. It's very very unsettling, but as an entertainment piece for mature grown-up people, I can wholeheartedly recommend it if you can stomach implicit violence and graphic violence and the whole premise of the situation in Squid Game. It's
also, if you don't mind watching Asian shows, because this show is from South Korea.
Oh yeah, I didn't fucking even mention that because I don't care. It's like I consume... yeah, it's a Korean show. And they speak Korean. And it's on English subs. That's how I consume it. And it's... I don't mind. I've crossed that barrier a long time ago. I can consume like other language medias as long as it's translated. So
I've always said, and this does not only apply to animes, but to real shows as well. Subs over dubs.
Yeah, sure, I agree with that. But like, if you're the kind of person who only consumes media from Hollywood or like English media of entertainment, movies and series, you're limiting your own horizon. You're arbitrary, just for no real good reason. Because it's not like I can't watch Squid Game because I can't understand it. They translated it through subtitles, and it's like, it's perfectly fine. So,
but there are elderly people who watch English shows that doesn't understand English in Norway. They still read the subs, and like the middle-aged group in this country can do the exact same thing if they watch an Asian show. Just saying. And I specifically refer to the middle-aged group because those are probably the group who are most on the fence of trying something new with a different language.
Yeah, I just feel like there's some sort of like extra barrier when you're... because people are... At this point, I think people are used to like seeing English shows, and even if people don't speak or understand English, it's usually translated to their native language, like German, or in our case Norwegian or French, or you name it, and they can consume that show that way. But there's like another barrier when it's the main language isn't even English, it's Japanese, it's Chinese, it's Korean, you know?
Yeah, but sometimes the shows are dubbed as well, especially...
of course.
Some countries dub everything, like Germany has everything in German. We had a German channel on TV at my father's house, and they sent all the good 80s and 90s action movies, Sly kicking ass, and Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Arnold Schwarzenegger and everything, and every single movie I saw on that channel was on German.
And it was dubbed?
It was dubbed to German, yes. So the first time I saw Judge Dredd with Sly was the German edition of that.
The original Judge Dredd?
Yeah,
with
Judge Dredd.
Stallone on dub?
Oh no! German dub, yes.
Wait.
I'm the law!
It wasn't just the accent, it was the entire language. But Norway doesn't do that with shows.
No.
Unless it's a children's show, it won't be dubbed.
Oh yeah, kids.
Kid shows are dubbed. That's okay. Pokemon and everything is in Norwegian for the kids.
Yeah,
but we don't dub like adult shows and adult movies or movies with a certain age, like 13 plus. I think we stop dubbing people movies and shows.
Yeah. So. And that way, I think Norwegians learn English at a earlier stage in life,
Yeah, just listen
Because-
to our perfect English over here.
We can understand it and people can understand us. But if you've ever spoken with a French person or a German person, they're used to having every media translated into French or German, for example, and their English suffers because of it.
Speaking of Germans, met a German at work once
Oh, okay.
who wanted to know where the ATM machine was.
Okay.
But he couldn't speak English or Norwegian. So he asked me in German where the ATM was. And he used his hands a lot and his wallet and stuff. And I don't speak German. So he was... I think he was a bit frustrated. I was just standing there and was like, Nein, ich spreche nicht Deutsch. Because I do speak the basics, but that's about it.
Like very broken,
Very broken, basic, like the thing.
Just a few words.
Yeah. When you start learning something at school, like the very basics, like my name is, and I'm this many years old. Because of course I had German at school many years ago, like what's it now? 12 years, 13 years ago or something, I last spoke it at school. But I think it frustrated him because I could tell him I didn't speak German in German. I tried to point him in the right direction and then my boss came along and he spoke German, so he told him where it was. But yeah, also one time at work, I was hired in to be at my workplace at night because there was some work being done in one of the shops, and they had hired German people and some Polish people to like fix up the store, and they were leaving in like 2 a.m. or something, and I was seeing them off. And then they came with some beer to me, like, take this. And again, they didn't speak English. And as a security guard, I can't take anything. Not even free stuff in a store. I'm not allowed to say yes to get it.
Because it's considered a bribe of some sort, or is it?
Yeah, or someone can use it against you at a later point, or earn favors with you and such and such.
Okay,
So you're just not allowed. There's no tolerance for taking anything for free in my business. And he also got very frustrated because I told him again, no, like not allowed, not allowed.
Yeah, and he obviously thought you were just being like polite and was like, no thank you, but no thank you.
So he just left the beer on the stair and then he drove off. And I was like, huh. Well, no cameras, okay, I'm taking it.
So you did take it.
I did take it, I did. I told my boss the day after and he was like, yeah, it's fine. Don't think about it.
Yeah.
It more applied to like work situations when the store is open and they offer you something like a handyman that I won't be seeing again anytime soon. It's like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah. They probably bought a lot of it on their way to Norway when they came with the boat and everything on the tax-free, and probably had too much going back, so they just
Gave it away.
Yeah. A lot of Asian people tried to do the same when I was standing security at the docks when one of the cruise ships were in. They had been in town buying a lot of stuff, and then they had a lot of coins when they came back, and they tried to hand me all the coins because they couldn't use it on the cruise, or when they got back to Japan and China or whatever they came from.
Okay.
So I was standing there and they saw my tattoos, which are Asian signs. And they just came over to me and just tried to hand me all their coins.
No, I can't accept this. Literally cannot accept this.
Because those I didn't take.
Yeah.
That
would be a literal
really
bribe.
Bad. I'm just taking money from these people.
Even though you probably wouldn't have seen any of them again or something like that. But that's like, it's money.
Yeah.
Literally money.
And you're a security guard, so it's the principle of the thing.
Fair enough.
Anyways, Junior, you wanted to talk about a movie called Nobody.
Or is it a movie?
It is a movie.
Okay.
Have you seen John Wick?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Imagine John Wick with a guy who plays Better Call Saul.
Oh,
Ben
yeah,
Kirk-
that
Bob
guy.
Kirk. Yeah.
Okay.
Could you imagine him being a ruthless killer?
As the guy who plays Saul in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, the lawyer guy.
Yeah.
Him as a John Wick character in a standalone movie
Yeah.
called Nobody?
Yes.
The fuck?
Haven't you heard of this movie?
No.
He is a nobody. And it is John Wick .2 with humor.
It's from the producer of John Wick as well, so...
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they know how ridiculous the movie and the premise is, but imagine this: you have gone from being on top of the world. He was an assassin for the CIA, and now he just like, I got a family, my wife and kid.
He's
neighbor-
a nobody. He's like nobody significant.
Nobody
But he has this epic background or something.
Yeah, but he got his 9 to 10 work. He stamps in. He doesn't drive. He use the metro, the bus all the time.
Citizen. Yeah.
Yeah, and then his neighbor gets a bigger car from his old father, a Dodge Charger or something. Yeah, he's get really envious, but yeah, it's his life.
He's just a normal nobody, you know?
Yeah, he's a normal nobody.
Normal nobody.
Just like the three of us.
Yeah, we're nobodies. Just...
But of course, this is John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
So suddenly, one day, he gets burgled.
He gets...
Yeah, someone break into his house.
Okay, right.
Evening.
Yeah.
And they start to steal just some cash. They are really desperate. But they took something. It was his daughter's kitty cat bracelet.
Oh no!
Oh no! And this escalates significant. And he starts going on this rampage through everything to find this kitty cat bracelet.
Okay.
And there is a very, very famous scene in a bus. I will not spoil it because it's the most beautiful thing in this world. The choreography of the fight scene, it's so good and brutal.
If it is from the producer or director of John Wick, you say? The person or people who filmed it and did the choreography for John Wick and did the same thing for this movie in a, I don't know, is it a fighting scene, I assume, or something? Some action scene in a bus?
It's a hand-to-hand combat scene.
Okay, so there's a fighting scene.
Him versus 5 guys.
Ooh, and it's very well...
it's top-notch, and it's so fucking brutal.
Oh, I love brutality. Man, I need to watch that.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. And at some point it snaps, and the scene where he pulls a gun out and asks, "Where is the fucking kitty cat bracelet?"
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to watch it.
It
to the next
sounds
episode.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's fucking, but it's so serious at the same time. It's ridiculous because they know it's funny, but he portrays the character so good because you know this is his life. This kitty cat bracelet, it's all he wants.
Okay.
So, if you pull out your dice, what will the number be for this movie?
My dice.
Yeah, your die. basically. 1 to 6.
Is it-
What do you give it?
Fuck. I thought I had the 1 to 20, but
The D&D die.
No, just a normal
Yeah.
1 to 6.
A D20, a D6 though.
A
just
normal
because
D6, yeah.
yeah, but just because it's it reminded me of those 80s movies. Just fucking fun. 6.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just mindless violence.
so
I
people
don't
go and
need
watch Nobody.
Yeah. It's just mindless
I will
violence.
do that at some point.
It didn't work as well as I hoped.
No, it wasn't completely stealthy. It was partially see-through.
Yeah, for those who don't see this on YouTube, I pulled a beer box in front of the green screen, and my beer box is green, so it just it was a see-through.
It was a magical
Yeah,
box.
magical box. See-through
Well,
beer box.
you could post this clip at Facebook just to get context for the people. You understand?
I do post clips around, but mostly on Instagram. So people have to follow us on Instagram to get the scope of things.
To get the full experience.
Yeah. To get the full experience, follow us on YouTube and Instagram, and please join our Discord server. Also, follow us on Twitter. I might post more there if there is actually someone following us.
Well, to
but
just
yeah.
shooting in with an unwritten topic here. Status update. I had spicy food again. Again.
Again, yeah.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
The
I
people on
had,
Tipsy doesn't know the again part. That was yesterday on the Norwegian podcast.
I know, but I had
Yeah.
spicy food again after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your ass
So-
doing?
I had these hot spicy ramen noodles.
As you
and
do.
before.
No, the first time you ate hot spicy noodles, you did poop out someone's room of some kind at work,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Laundry washing room in the floor beneath the toilet.
Don't remember which episode you said this
fuck,
on.
you
Shit,
need
yeah, the
to,
episode called "Shit Happens." If people haven't heard this episode or this topic being discussed, where Björn went to someone's toilet and did a massive shit, and it went horribly wrong, go to the episode "Shit Happens" to check that out. Continue, Björn.
Yeah. So I had spicy ramen noodles again yesterday, up till today, in between our two podcasts.
Yeah, because you
Because
had one.
I had one earlier this week, and my
Yeah.
message to you was like, it wasn't all that bad. I ate it, and there were no like serious consequences after it.
No, that's
So I
that's a
had
good
another
thing.
pack yesterday evening after we finished recording our Norwegian podcast. I woke up 7 a.m. this morning, and my stomach was hurting as fuck. It was like something was seriously wrong with my stomach. And I went to the bathroom, and holy shit, my ass was on fire after that. It was like fucking, and yeah, that shit burns throughout the whole fucking system. And I don't know what the fuck was wrong with the first pack of ramen noodles I had, but perhaps there's like some difference in the spiciness, because this one was harder to eat. It was way more spicy, and my system felt it both the way in and the way out, because that shit burns when it goes out as well. It's like your ass is hot. Your ass stings and stinks probably. It's like, I think I went to the toilet like within a 2-hour period. I think I was like 5 or 6 times at the toilet. I was like, oh.
And your asshole was burning.
Oh yeah, and it didn't get better as I wiped it more and more. It's like being sore as fuck. So it's like, yeah, I'm sitting real careful on my chair right now. It's like, you know. So yep. But It seems fine now. It sees fine now.
But you didn't shit your bed or anything, no?
No. I made it to the toilet before disaster struck.
Good.
Oh, but this morning, holy shit, I wasn't feeling well.
No, but you felt this was normal. This was supposed to happen.
And this was supposed to happen, but it didn't happen the first time. Like,
no, yes, it happened the first time. It didn't happen the second time.
the very first time.
The very first
but
time.
But it didn't happen earlier this week. And then it happened again yesterday.
Yeah,
So-
because you didn't go back to bed after this.
No. I've been up since like 7 a.m.
Yeah,
on a
because
Sunday.
because I got up at 9 this morning, or 8:30,
Okay.
to prepare for disc golf and stuff.
Yeah.
And I turned on my computer because when I eat breakfast, I like to watch something at YouTube. And
So
then
do I.
And then I saw you were already playing games.
Yep.
And I thought to myself, damn it, he's up early on a Sunday morning.
There was a good fucking reason for that.
Yeah,
Usually I
yeah.
like to sleep in on Saturdays and Sundays.
I figured. But that's the reason then. I see.
Yep. I had a shitty morning.
Literally.
Yep.
But I want to travel to Japan and talk a bit about some kind of cartoons they make over there called anime.
Ooh.
Which we have talked about a lot. And
Tell us more about that.
I've only written thus far animes to try. Like, I need something new to try out, basically, because all the seasons of what I've been watching is now done and nothing is starting up just yet. So what can you suggest to me?
Junior is the anime connoisseur here, because it's been such a long time since I've really watched an anime.
Actually, I don't need to ask either of you because the topics on I use the app Crunchyroll, which is like Netflix for anime, and it has a recommended for you bar, which I actually like because it usually hits the spot pretty much. So I saw a couple of shows, but Junior is the one who knows if they're good or bad usually.
So you're going to name a few of them, and you're going to listen
basically
for
going to
Junior's.
ask Junior what he knows about these two shows I picked up or added to my watch list. And the first one is Battle Game in 5 Seconds. Junior?
What? Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
What?
Usually when I name a isekai or something like that, you're just, that's no.
It's like, oh, that show, that's a 5 out of 10. Skip.
Yeah, because somewhat I'm a spider. No, I'm a spider. So what? And slime and stuff. You were like, it's really nothing, and I enjoy those. Like, then I added, but there's only been like 1 episode thus far, so you might not have heard of it. But it's called "The World's Finest Assassin Gets Reincarnated in," and then I can't see the rest of the text. Have you heard of this show?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's supposed to be very funny. That's all I know. I never know.
So it might be
It's
it might be a good show, and it seems like reincarnated, so it's an isekai, so it might hit home for me, right?
Isekai funny show. It
Yeah, but-
sounds like it's easy to watch while you...
It
No.
is. The most isekais are easy to watch, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
but tell me more about those others, because I'm... Yeah.
Okay.
Tell you more. I haven't seen any of them. I'm just asking you if they're
No,
good.
yeah, ask me of more.
Ask
Bring
you
him more.
Bring me more.
What about Fena, Pirate Princess? Heard of it?
Never heard of it. What? You're so deep in this trash right now.
Yeah, but I do like I do like trash. The Great J will not be defeated. Heard of it?
No.
I'm giving up on you, boy.
But you got the
Because these are shows that have newly started, so they're like 10 episodes in at the most. Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest. Have you seen Dragon Quest?
the series?
The series, yes, because I've always wondered or thought, should I buy the games? I really want to try the games, but I'm really on the fence. Then I saw there was an anime of it, and I thought, I've always wondered about the games. Should I try the anime or not? Like,
I never heard of the anime, but the games are good.
The games are good, yeah, good. I have one of the games in my wish list though on Steam, so I might try that out. I've also added the anime show to my watch list, but who knows when I get the chance to actually watch it.
But you got one of the best anime out there. That's an isekai, and you haven't watched it.
Which is?
The name of it?
Not ReZero.
ReZero.
I have that on the list somewhere. I haven't made a mental note of it, as we talked about earlier.
Yeah, that's a really... I would have started with that one, because Season 2 just got released, and the hype for it...
Is Season 2? Isn't that, like, a bit old?
Yeah, it is.
Where do you watch ReZero?
Crunchy.
It is on Crunch. Why haven't Crunch recommended this to me? I do watch a lot of these guys.
Yeah, but haven't you seen the... Because there's just one company that makes good isekai. That's Kadawada.
Just one company.
Just one company.
Yeah, that's Kadawada. And they released an anime with a lot of isekais called Isekai Quarters.
I haven't watched that either.
And that is like, it's just a spin-off funny shit with 4 isekais, 5?
Okay.
At a school. They got Overlord, they got ReZero.
Yeah, I do watch Overlord, though I'm waiting for the next season. I'm actually just bought the manga as well. I have come to book 6 in the manga.
And they have Konosuba.
I did watch Konosuba. Konosuba was funny as hell.
Oh,
yeah.
Currently waiting for the new season as well there.
It baffles me that you haven't watched ReZero.
I'll put it on my watch list and I'll prioritize it over some of the others I haven't started yet. But I do like other isekais as well that are more trashy, perhaps. Like Rise of the Shield Hero is one of my favorite isekais.
Yeah, but that's
trash. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
I've heard good.
Because I read the or I caught up with the manga and I've seen the entire season. Currently waiting for the next season and the next manga book to release. Although I could buy the light novels because they have come further or are finished. But I think the anime and the manga should be enough to entertain me.
Just one thing before you're going into ReZero, it isn't the usual isekai. Just saying. The main character isn't super OP.
No,
and
but
it isn't
that's
easy
fine,
to watch. Is that what you're saying as well? Because it's
it's not easy to watch either.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it is an isekai category.
It is
Yes.
in the isekai category. Yeah,
Okay,
because
but it's
isekai doesn't mean easy to watch. Isekai
No,
means
it's just
you die and you reincarnate in a different world, basically.
It's a very specific
that's why you have
series of events.
That's why you have the term isekai truck. Basically, a truck that runs you over.
The isekai. Is
and
that a term? What
yeah, and then when the isekai truck runs you over, you reincarnate back to life in a different world where you have certain powers or whatnot. Oh.
Because it's
usually these animes. You get reincarnated in a different world, in like a fantasy setting where you use swords, bows and arrows and whatnot.
Magic and all that.
Magic, yeah, and you have powers related to this, and you battle monsters and demons and such. And all the girls are in love with you, and just all the good stuff. And it's easy to watch, and the plot line is really thin. And I just love that with some of the isekais, or many of them.
But it still baffles me to know that it is called the isekai truck. Because it's such a normal thing in isekai animes to die in the first episode by getting run over by a truck. The isekai truck.
Yes,
It's a
And it
cliche.
doesn't that doesn't surprise me when I hear it, but the term isekai truck, I was like, okay, I can see where that comes from.
I'm
Like,
actually
okay.
currently waiting for the next manga book as well in the series called Final Fantasy: A Lost Stranger.
Whoa!
And
Why
there,
haven't I heard of this?
no, that's actually good, and you should read it.
Oh.
It revolves around a brother and a sister who works at Square Enix. And one day, I don't remember in the first book if they were going to work or home from work, but that doesn't matter. And they get run over by a truck. Surprise, surprise! It is a good truck. And then they get reincarnated in a Final Fantasy world.
Okay. And they're both working for Square Enix.
Yes. But the guy's sister dies in the first book. Gets killed by a dragon. And he wants to use the magic revive to get her back to life, because revive is a thing in the Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
or
the
Phoenix,
spell, revive spell.
Yeah, the revive
Super
spell, or the Phoenix down, which is an item of a phoenix bird's feather you can use to revive a dead person back to life.
Yeah, it's super useful to be able to revive dead people. That's
and the party they have currently joined within this world tells them that revive, Phoenix down, those are just myths. You can't wake the dead back to life. If you die, you die. But it is a myth. So his purpose in this book is to uncover the myth and actually find or learn the spell revive, or find a phoenix feather. But he joins up and they meet the bosses and everything. They battle throughout the books. He always recollects or recalls them from one of the Final Fantasy games.
yes, because he recognizes, because he works in Square Enix and works with the Final Fantasy games.
So
when he is reborn, he recognizes that he is in a Final Fantasy world, right?
Yes, because chocobos and everything. And he sees the
Okay.
enemies and it's like, wait a minute, this was the boss in Final Fantasy V? And then they start battling in it and it doesn't go too well, and then they recollect, no, but it's weak against, and we should try these tactics and do this and this. And then they succeed. And they do mention things from Final Fantasy XIV as well, Björn. So.
Oh, okay.
So that's really good, but there's only been like 5 books thus far translated to English. I think book 6 will release this month. It might actually just have been released. I have to go and check that tomorrow as well. It's on my to-do list as well. But that's a good isekai with a bit more heavy story. No, not just
Okay.
trashy. So, yeah. It hasn't been an anime out of it yet, but the manga, it's good. I really like it.
So yeah. But trying to wrap up your question in animes to try, the best or most prioritized answer from a junior is Re:Zero, I guess.
Re:Zero, yes.
Re:Zero.
And you just referred me to a junior, so... or you referred me to
but
junior.
but have you watched Fate Zero? Are you done with
Fate Zero.
I'm
Oh,
finished
that goes
with-
for Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
finished with the first season. I have started season 2. I'm a couple of episodes in.
that? Okay, because season 2 is a lot better than season 1. Just
Yeah, it
But-
started with a lot of action, at the very least.
yeah.
But the thing about the trash animes I watch that are more easily to watch, I like them because I can see them when my kids are around, because I don't need to be concentrated all the time, and I can pause it and go help the kids with something and then get back to it. I feel some animes which are more like
Engaging, yeah.
You have to be really concentrated, like Attack on Titan and
Yeah,
shows like that. So not everything works for me all the time. So some things I just have to make time and just have. Now I have to sit down and I have to watch and concentrate and cannot be distracted. While many of these guys I do watch are easier to watch with a thin plot line, so I can just randomly throw it on and just casually watch it. And that's why I run through some of the trash animes really fast, because I can watch them kind of.
Easy to watch, right?
Yeah, they're easy to watch. So
Yeah, I do the same, but I find that the really trashy one, they cannot keep me hooked enough.
I don't have problems with that, and I do like the more heavy topic animes better to watch with someone who also likes anime. Like a trash anime is a lot more easy to just throw on when you're alone or when you're busy or can be busy while watching.
Yeah. My trash anime is kinda Gintama, but that is very, very rude of it, because that's a really good show. But you need to keep... Yeah, some of the jokes go over your head too much, because I am not Japanese.
I tried Gintama and I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, you just turn off your brain.
Yeah, but because I read about the show, like the like general premise, and I thought, sounds fun. And then I started watching it, and it's like, this is not what I thought it was. From what I read on the synopsis.
No. It's a comedy show which takes a lot of Japanese culture and makes fun of it.
And
So
they also
you-
make fun of a lot of other animes and stuff, don't they?
Yeah, they make fun of everything. They reference everything, but
So it feels like there's a lot of inside jokes in Gintama then. Like
yeah, it's a lot of inside jokes, but it's a
Okay.
really good show on its own. It doesn't need all the inside jokes, but it elevates them.
But to get the inside jokes, you have to have been watching at least some of the other anime shows it makes fun of.
Yeah.
And one of the shows they makes fun of is JoJo, don't they?
Yeah, they make fun of
most
everything.
most likely.
And One Piece and Bleach.
I'm trying to transition, for God's sakes.
Didn't you see that, Junior?
No.
There's one topic left. And it's JoJo.
Yeah, but that is so fucking specific.
Yes, but
Yeah, but it's
haven't this whole damn episode been very specific with
nerdy.
Black
Specifically
Mirror,
nerdy.
Squid Games, Nobody, whatnot. Gintama, especially in its own right. Everything. So, and there's a new JoJo coming next year, I think in April. Also,
That's gonna be fun.
Netflix has the spin-off show to JoJo, which is called what's it called? Thus Spoke
Rohan.
Kishibe Rohan.
Yeah.
In 4 episodes, it's like a while you wait show. Just till the first episode of that.
Is it just an alternate timeline, or just like what happens to him after they left him, or something?
I don't
Where
know.
does this place in the timeline?
I only seen the first episode, and
Okay.
I don't know if it's after part 4 of JoJo or just somewhere in between, because he sits at a cafe and he's talking to his friend, the short one. What's his name again?
I can't remember.
From JoJo, the friend of JoJo.
Yeah. Kisebe? No. What's his name? Yeah.
I
yeah,
can't
something-
remember
yeah.
the names.
Anyway, and he tells him a story from when Rohan was in Italy. So he just tells the story when he was in Italy. So I can't exactly place it, because he just tells a story to some of the cast from the JoJo Part 4 show. Something he has experienced some years ago. So it's like now and then show, I believe, but I don't know if it's actually under or after JoJo Part 4.
But it doesn't directly relate to any of it. It's
Oh
very
yeah,
much
no,
a-
fuck yeah, it should be just between part 4 and part 5. Because the guy who tells the story to is going to be a student over in Italy. That's why he tells him the story.
Ah, right. Okay.
And this character pops up in Italy in JoJo Part 5 in the first 2 or 3 episodes. So yes,
Okay.
it's just before Part 5 of JoJo it takes place. Yeah. So yeah. But Rohan just tells stories of things he have like encountered in the past. So it's very much a show revolving around him and not the other guys so much.
Yeah, maybe I should watch that.
as
More
far-
JoJo is always
Yeah,
better.
as far as I know, JoJo isn't in the show though. But
No, but
all the
As
other
the show.
the rest of the cast is in the show, because the guy with the hand just pops up at the end of episode 1.
the hand.
Yeah,
Oh,
because the episode starts with him and the other guy, which I forgot the name of. Just Kishibe is telling him the story, and when the story is done, there's 2 more around the table. That would be the girl who is in love with the short one and the guy with the handstand. This is very specific for the JoJo fans.
Super specific.
Because
Damn.
I don't remember
I can barely.
names
It's
now.
been a while since I've seen it, so I can barely like recollect.
Yeah, and I saw this before you again, so and I've been
yeah.
to the damn show, the JoJo
yeah.
show. But we have all watched the JoJo.
The three of
family-
us, at least.
Yeah. It's the two of you I'm asking now. Like the three of us have watched JoJo, yes.
Yeah.
And JoJo is a show about the family called Joestar.
Yeah.
That's their last name. Their first names are something with Joe in them, hence the name JoJo, because they take the Joe from their first name, and Joe from the last name, and put them
So
together.
basically, all of their nicknames to the show, they all just call them JoJo or some sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, because their actual names are like Joseph Joestar and Jonathan Joestar,
Yeah.
Kujo Joestar,
Jotaro. And,
Jotaro Joestar. Yeah, so the their friends just call them JoJo for short. But it's the same family line you follow with not even every generation. The first JoJo you follow, and then you follow his grandson, and then you follow his grandson, and then you follow his cousin or something. It's really convoluted. And then
Yeah, I
you
can't
follow
remember.
some spin-off character, I should say, the kid of
yeah, in part 5.
in part 5.
Italy, yeah.
It's a half JoJo character you follow. He's the son of the main enemy of the JoJo family,
yes.
of the Joestar family. But he's a JoJo nevertheless. But all of these characters, can we just rank them, like, real quick? The JoJos themselves? And for those wondering, JoJo is on Crunchyroll, and the first 3 parts are on Netflix. And Netflix will get the new part, which will release next year in April, I believe. But currently there are 5 JoJos in the anime world.
Damn, I don't have strong opinions except for like 2 of them or 3 of them, perhaps.
If you have 3 out of 5, you can easily place the 2 you don't have.
Yeah,
much feelings
I
about.
guess, but
But
like-
Junior, you have said nothing, so can't you start with this? Who's your favorite JoJo out of them all?
Do we speak of mainline JoJos or the people in JoJo?
No, also JoJo himself, basically.
the Joestar.
The 5 JoJos. 5 JoJos, there we are.
It was me, Dio, all along. No.
Yeah, Dio is
that's the villain. That's the villain.
He's a really popular character, though. You have to
Yeah.
admit.
I love Dio as well. He's a great villain.
We can choose our top villains for another episode, but now
Oh
let's just
damn,
stick
that's
with
getting. This is getting really specific. I can barely connect each name to.
Yeah, and that's why I'm
each
just
and every
saying
one of
now.
them.
Let's just focus on the JoJos.
Yeah,
themselves,
can
the
you?
Joestars. So Junior, who's your favorite JoJo?
The dead Joseph
Joseph.
from part 2.
That's the Does the first like 10 episodes count as part 1?
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't
Jonathan is part 1 JoJo. Joseph is part 2 JoJo. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't very much like the first part JoJo at all. It was like
Let's just hear Junior's ranking and
yeah.
Oh, Joseph is number 1, part 2, specific
Part
because
2.
he's a fucking badass.
The
He punches a guy to the moon.
He literally does. He punches a guy out to space.
So, what more can you ask?
Yeah. Next JoJo.
Next, Kujo. And
Who's,
then
Which one is that again?
Kujo is the third one.
I have a hard time connecting each names to.
Kujo is the first JoJo who has an actual stand. It's the part 3 JoJo.
Star Platinum.
Star Platinum is his.
Oh
stand,
yeah, okay, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that's
then,
because they didn't have stands at first. That
No, the 2
was
first
my-
JoJos
Yeah,
use
that's
some
right.
breathing techniques to fight.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then
Again, I will refer our listeners to go and check out JoJo. because we will not go in detail and explain the entire show and premise and whatnot. So, JoJo fans, keep listening. Those who haven't watched JoJo, try to keep up or go check out JoJo. Yeah,
I don't know about number third. I know
number 3,
the third.
the
Because
third.
because I know that Jolene is very, very popular.
Yeah, but we haven't gotten to her. She is part 6, which is coming next year.
Yeah.
Still, I believe. So just also Cujo will be in that show as well.
But he goes to be fucking old. But enough about that. Yeah, I haven't seen everything. I haven't finished part 5.
Aren't you done with part 5 yet? For fuck's sakes!
Oh no!
I thought you were done with the damn show.
No.
But you have started part 5, yes?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of it.
Italiano. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't... It is Rohan? No.
He's not a
Well,
JoJo.
no, but who's in the Rohan arc? It's...
Oh yeah, that's
Part
yeah,
4?
that's part 4. Yes, the part 4 JoJo. He's something with Joe in it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the Fandral here.
Yeah, the one with the hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, was his name again? Give me a second. I'll just pull it up.
It's quite bad that we don't remember, but we all call him Joe.
But they all just are named just JoJo throughout all of these seasons. Can you blame us? And they're Japanese names, so... Like,
yeah, but they say the names as well, and I got it now.
Yeah,
It's Josuke.
Josuke, yeah, he got to be in number 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are
and
2
you
more.
can't, like, place the... So that'll have to be part 1 and part 5 for you? Or something like that?
What?
Part 1 and part 5.
You rated
for-
3 out of the 5 JoJos.
But you haven't seen the entire 5th part? And
No,
the first part is
I
like
haven't.
very-
I haven't. Because yeah, I
But
would.
Then we'll wait with you, and we just go to Björn and ask
Okay.
what the hell's his
Well-
favorite JoJos.
On first place, it'll have to be the JoJo from part 3, the one with Star
Cujo.
Platinum.
Cujo, yes.
Yeah, because his character and his stand, they're like the very same thing. They're just like power and like it just speaks to me. Like, okay, so part 3 JoJo first, and then I'll have to go back to part 2 JoJo, because that's the one with the breathing techniques, that one that stays throughout part 3 and 4 as the grandfather figure, right?
Yeah.
Him as number 2, because
Oh,
he's just fucking entertaining. He's just like, because he's like originally American,
Yeah.
so he like forces a lot of like American expressions. He's just like suddenly like, holy shit, or
And
something like super cheesy.
and it's on Japanese guy who has dubbed him, so the English is really
Yeah.
bad as well. But he says holy shit,
It's like,
oh
oh my
god.
so it sounds like it's like really entertaining. I love that guy, but he's not quite as on top. So that'll be my number 2. Number 3. Oh my god! I already stated that part 1, the first JoJo, is like my very bottom. So for third place, I'll have to say part 5 JoJo, the Italy arc, yeah. Because he basically transcended to godhood eventually. Giorno, yes.
Giorno.
He basically transcended to godhood.
Spoiler, bitch!
Oh, sorry. Fuck. Okay, so he's number 3, and number 4 would be yeah, that's the part 4.
Part 4 JoJo,
And last, part 1. It's like
Jonathan.
unfortunate. I wanted to be really hooked from the very get-go, but I could not like that JoJo, the very first one, which is basically a very short intro. It's like 10, 12 episode?
6.
What? 6 episode. Okay,
I think
so it's
only
very short.
6 episodes is with him, because Joseph's arc is longer.
Mm.
It might be 8 episodes. It's really
Sorry
short.
for not remembering the names, but I got the parts right.
Jonathan basically learns the breathing part, and then he goes off and battles a couple of vampires, and he battles Dio, and it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, mine are quite similar starts as to the two of you. I have Joseph as number 1, the part 2 one.
Part 2 one.
Yeah, the grandfather figure.
Holy shit!
Yeah, he's a young guy during the World War II times in part 2 when he's a main character, and then he's a really cool side character in part 3, and he's the old grandfather character in parts of part 4. Yes.
He's the character who's been the most he's been throughout most of the series,
thus far, I believe. Yeah.
Thus far, yeah.
And he's the American JoJo, because they moved to America, or his father tried to move to America, and his mother made it to America, basically. Then it's Kujo, the part 3 JoJo, who has grown up in Japan, so he's the real Japanese JoJo.
The one with Star Platinum.
Yeah, Star Platinum, it's a stand. It's his spiritual. He fights with his spiritual energy, basically. His energy is an extension of himself. Would that be fair to say? And then I would go for part 4 JoJo, Josuke, who is also born in Japan, so it's the other Japanese JoJo. He also has a cool stand-ish, but he's not quite on top. Then I will go for the Italian JoJo from part 5, Giorno. And in last place, the English UK JoJo, Jonathan. The very first.
Part 1 JoJo.
Part 1 JoJo. Because originally it's a British family. And Jonathan dies on the way to America, where eventually his grandson grows up. And his daughter moves to Japan because she falls in love with a Japanese man. And they have Kujo, who is the third JoJo.
Damn, this is getting really in-depth.
Yeah, interesting.
So...
but time is there, I have to edit the fucking video as well. So...
we rambled on quite a lot.
Yeah. JoJo is a very specific topic for the very specific fans, I believe.
For very specific people.
Yeah. The JoJo fans. not just anime fans. You have to be a JoJo fan to get all of this.
It's very specific. It's
yeah, but maybe they are even Tipsy Wednesdays fans.
Holy shit!
What now?
What now?
Very specific fans.
Yeah, very specific.
Maybe they're the JoJo fans. Maybe they are even Tipsy Wednesday fans.
Ah, yes. Not all, but some. I hope some Tipsy Wednesday fans should have watched JoJo. But before we go off, we're going to explode, guys. Before we go off here, last week I asked you, Björn, when the fuck are you going to play Witcher 3?
Oh, right. Yeah, I
Witcher 3!
Just jumped back into it today, and it was such lovely, complete coincidence. It was such a lovely part to jump back into, because I jumped back into this sort of comedic, all of the Witchers were gathering in Kaer Morhen and getting drunk.
Yes!
Yeah! But it was really good. That part was really good. They all got drunk and shit-faced, and some funny shit happened. It was really good to jump into that part. So it was the Witcher is so good.
For the next episode,
Summon
more
the witches.
Summon the witches. Yes.
And with that,
yeah, we're long overdue.
This episode's come to a long overdue ending. And I'm sorry for all the guys who couldn't keep up with the JoJo.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, we're
Well,
sorry for you
talk.
guys.
Yeah, we're sorry, listeners. Maybe we should have done that off air. But I'm currently, I haven't just watched JoJo. I'm currently reading it, so I'm on part 3 right now. There's that. And for those who only listen, I just showed off the book to those who watch this on YouTube. But with that said, if you have anything to ask us, want to tell us something, or want to suggest topics to us, want to give us some love, or if you hate us, please send us a mail at tipsywednesday@gmail.com. Write to us on our Facebook page, Tipsy Wednesday. Follow us on Instagram, Wednesday_tipsy. And follow us on Twitter, Tipsy Wednesday. And join our Discord server.
And YouTube.
And YouTube, yes, on the YouTube.
Yes.
It's called Tipsy Wednesday Podcast, I believe.
Yes. Like,
oh.
comment, subscribe, hit the bell, do everything.
Yeah, do everything. All the links will be in the description below.
Yeah.
Yes. So, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.